Hello and welcome to Mountain Patriot Homestead. Today I'm going to be talking about my midweek grocery haul. Alright, my first item is the Pace avocado salsa. Now I really like this stuff, and they had mild and medium, and I went with the medium heat, and it is 15.6 ounces. And the price that I found it for online, which I get all of my prices online, but it may be from local stores, and I think that the price that I found this one for was actually at Big Lots. So don't discount some of your not grocery stores, because some of them may really have good prices on things. But I found at, I believe it was a Big Lots price, that was $3.49. I paid $1.49. I don't know if you can even see that, but $1.49, and online was $3.49. So I saved $2 on the salsa. Now the second item is the Cookwell toasted sesame oil, and I don't know if you use sesame oil in any of your cooking, but if you do any type of Asian cooking, sesame oil just brings that nutty goodness. It is, I can't even describe it, but I really like sesame oil for any type of Asian cooking that I'm doing, especially stir fries. So I picked this up. It was $3.99. That sounds a little pricey until I tell you this price. $13.29 is the best price that I could find it. So the savings, I'm sorry, I've got my notes down here that I keep looking off. I'm not trying to be rude, but I have to look down here at my notes or I won't ever get any of this right. But it was $13.29, the price that I found it online. I paid $3.99, so that was a savings of $9.30. Now the next item, you've probably seen me pick up this brand of other things before, coleslaw dressing and other flavors of barbecue sauce, and this is the Duke's Southern Sauces. It's Georgia's Sweet Heat barbecue sauce, and I love a good sweet hot barbecue sauce, so I thought this would be a good one to try. And this is a 17.5 ounce bottle of Duke's, and it was 99 cents. The price that I found for it online, $5.99. So just off of one bottle, I saved $5. And I think that's a pretty good savings. Now the next thing that I have is something really odd, because I normally wouldn't just pick these up, but I do like Tic Tacs, but this is something I have not seen, and it's Coca-Cola Tic Tacs. Not sure how they're going to taste. While we're sitting here, sorry for all the rattling around, but let me I'm just curious. I want to see what they taste like. Can't really say that they taste like Coca-Cola, but I am drinking a Mountain Dew, so that may kind of nullify it there. But anyway, it was Coca-Cola Tic Tacs, and these, I found the normal price for these were $3.98. I paid 79 cents for this, because normally I wouldn't get them anyway. But anyway, the longer you keep them in your mouth, the more flavor that's there, but probably because the taste of the Mountain Dew is going away. But anyway, I paid 79 cents for these. It would be, if you picked up several of these and you needed stocking stuffers or things like that, something like this would be really good. And it's a pretty big container. I don't think I've ever bought that big of a container of Tic Tacs, 3.4 ounces. Usually the ones I get are just little. But these would be good stocking stuffers. So keep your eye out for markdown things like this, because I don't know if you realize it or not, but we don't have long left until Christmas gets here. So if if you need something like this for a stocking stuffer, you know, this might be, this type of thing might be something to consider. But it's beginning to taste more like Coca-Cola. Like I said, I think drinking the Mountain Dew had something to do with it. So, not bad, not nasty tasting. So, yeah, I'll probably enjoy these. I don't think that I told you, but I saved $3.19 on this little box of Tic Tacs. And the next thing that I got, I don't eat a lot of Thousand Island dressing, mainly because once I discovered ranch dressing, pretty much ranch dressing and blue cheese is about the only dressings that I eat. But as a kid, I used to really like Thousand Island. Now, my mama made our Thousand Island usually. We didn't, you know, I'm sorry, I've got this like weird, I'm getting a shadow, so I've got like this weird coloring on my face, so I'm really sorry. It may be bothering me more than you, but anyway, the Thousand Island dressing, I remembered I really liked it as a kid, so I decided to pick up some Thousand Island dressing. Plus, it's good to make pasta salads and stuff out of too. So I picked up, this is a big family size container of it. I paid $1.49 for it. The best price that I found online was $3.98. So that was a savings of $2.49. All right, next is the Goya adobo seasoning. I don't know if you've ever tried this or not, but it's an all-purpose seasoning, and the ingredients in it are really rather simple. Now, could you just use these individual ingredients in whatever you're making? Of course you can. And I want to clarify something. I know some people try to figure out, why do I buy a lot of these convenience foods rather than just making everything from scratch? Well, I do buy individual ingredients, and I can make a lot of this stuff from scratch. However, much of this that I get like this are in addition to those individual ingredient items. It's for convenience more than anything. Of course, I could mix up my own. I could make up, and I do. I have a lot of my own seasonings over there that I make from my own herbs and spices. But it's not bad to have something like this on hand that when you can just grab out of the cabinet, sprinkle it on whatever you're using or whatever you're cooking, and it be really simple. And not only that, just think there may be a time that you're not able to cook. Somebody else will be cooking for you or in your household, and this makes it really simple. Grab it off the cabinet, put it on whatever you're eating, and they've got it. They don't have to worry about mixing it up, and they don't have to bother you with asking you, what do I put with this and this and this. Let me just tell you the ingredients in case anyone's concerned. Salt, garlic, tricalcium phosphate. That's an anti-caking agent. It just keeps everything from sticking together. Black pepper, oregano, and turmeric. That's it. That's what's in here. Okay, and so if you want to add anything else with it, just, you know, throw in there whatever else you want. I rarely cook with just one thing. Even if it's supposed to be an all-purpose seasoning, I'll throw everything else in the kitchen sink at it anyway. So, but this is a really good deal. I bought this. I paid $1.79, yeah, $1.79 for it. Regular price $6.73. So I saved $4.94 just on this big old bottle. And if you're wondering how much it's in it, I don't know if I said it or not, but 16.5 ounces. So a good amount in that. Now the next thing that I have is another big old jug, and it is 1.5 pounds of Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. Now nothing beats fresh grated Parmesan cheese. However, you know, if you're cooking spaghetti and you got company or whatever, and you all of a sudden realize, or maybe you're making a recipe that calls for it and you don't have regular fresh Parmesan in the house, this will work. And this grated Parmesan, a big, You know, I don't think I've ever seen one that's this big before. Usually I see the smaller ones. But 1.5 pounds of grated Parmesan, and I paid $6.99 for it, and regular was $15.07. So I saved $8.08 on the, and just look how big this thing is. A big old jug of it. So a lot of spaghettis and pizzas and all that kind of thing can come out of this one big jug. All right, these next two items are ones, you know, I was mentioning about making things from scratch. Yes, I know how to make frosting or icing, whichever one you call it. I can make icing from scratch. However, if I am, you know, a sweet tooth craving hits all of a sudden, or I just have to make something real quick, you know, having canned frosting is a good alternative to homemade frosting. May not taste as good, but, you know, it's not bad. And each of these cans were 99 cents at the store. And I remember back when, you know, they were like 79 cents was regular price at any store. But now they're, you know, 99 cents at the Benton Dent. And let me see what the price was that I found. $1.92 is what these are running at the regular store. Now, your stores may have different prices. If they do, let me know in the comments. Are they more? Are they less? Are they pretty comparable? What kind of prices are you seeing at your store? But these, I paid 99 cents for them, and $1.92 is what they normally would be if I got them at a local store. So for each can, I saved 93 cents. Now the next thing that I got, you're going to think, good grief, woman, what do you need all of that for? But I picked up some more of these Frederick's peppermint mocha latte drink mixes. It's K-cups. It's 12 in a box. And I had recently, I think one of my other hauls I had showed you, I had got some of them, and I had got some of the pumpkin spice, because, you know, we're in meteorological fall, but we will be coming into actual fall real soon. And I actually tried a thing of the pumpkin spice today at work, and I will tell you that pumpkin spice tasted like pumpkin pie. And so it is definitely approved. But these peppermint mocha things, anything with peppermint, I like peppermint and I like chocolate. And these little K-cups here, I've been taking them to work, and because they've got I don't use them at home, because at home I use my regular stovetop percolator, but at work they have a Keurig. And so I take my own coffee to work, and this peppermint mocha is what I've been taking to work, and it just tastes so good. And already had a bunch, but I noticed today they were almost out. Now this little Benton Dent, again, this is a store that once things run out, they may not get it back again, because a lot of times it is overstock, it's damaged goods, it's goods that are getting close to expiration date. And I say expiration, it's not expiration, best by dates, but they are almost sold out of these. I did leave a few, but I picked up 6 of these boogers today, and I'll tell you why. They have been selling them for $3.99. Today they were $2.99 for all the K-cup stuff. So I got 6 of these, and I paid $2.99. The very cheapest price that I could find anywhere else for these type, and I'm sure they're probably more expensive wherever they originally came from, but the very cheapest price that I could find was $5.99. So for 6 of them, I saved $18 on these K-cups, and these will probably last me right on through the holidays. So I'm happy, I'm good, I've got my coffee. All right, I showed you my big old Mondo jug of Parmesan cheese, and here are, if I can get them up there, These are my pizza crust, and I really like these because I make my own pizza crust a lot of times, but there's sometimes that we don't want to wait for the rising and all that, because if we get home from work and we're hungry and we want to eat before we go outside and take care of critters and all that, rather than having to make a crust from scratch and waiting and all that sort of thing, I can just throw together one of these. Now, the nice thing about these is there are 2 in a pack. They come in a 2-pack. Now, you can find some of these that have 3 in a pack, but these come 2 in a pack, and they're the thin and crispy, and we both like the thin crust. When I was younger, I liked thick crust because I liked all that bread stuff, but now I would rather taste the toppings. Funny how your tastes change. But these thin and crispy crusts, the nice thing about there being 2 in it is I can make up one for us to have tonight, and I can make up the other one and freeze it, and us have a pizza that, you know, another night when we're just ready for a pizza, just yank that booger out of the freezer, throw in the oven, and we've got pizza ready to go. So $1.49 is what I paid for this. Now, here is where sometimes finding prices for things is really difficult, because I went on to Walmart's site because they have the Mama Mary's pizza crust, and they had the Mama Mary's original crust that was $4.16. But I couldn't find the thin and crispy, so I had to keep going down through there. Well, they had them, but the only ones that I could find that they had was $17.72. If I'm going to spend $17.72, I'm going to let somebody else make me 2 pizzas and me just pick them up and take them home. So I'm not even going to count that. I wouldn't pay that much. I would quit eating pizza before I paid that much for a crust. And so I'm going to use the $4.16 as the price, because I might buy them for $4.16. Probably not. I'd just make my own. But I definitely would not pay $17 for them. So I paid $1.49. I'm using the $4.16 price for them to show that I saved $2.67. So not a bad savings. And the next thing that I have here is a little box of Nilla wafers, and these are the minis. I don't think I've ever eaten minis of Nilla wafers before, and I don't know if you like Nilla wafers or not, but my other half is celebrating a birthday this week. He's having his 29th anniversary, his 21st birthday. Wow. He is having his 21st anniversary of his 39th birthday. Figure that one out. And his favorite dessert is not cake, it's not pie, it's not cookies, it's banana pudding. And so I'm going to be making him a banana pudding, and I found these little mini wafers, these little mini Nilla wafers, and so I figured I'd give them a try in the pumpkin pie. Now I've got pumpkin pie on my mind. And the banana pudding, he won't touch pumpkin pie, so if I made a pumpkin pie, I'd get all of it. But I'm gonna make him some banana pudding and use these little mini wafers. And at the store, this little box of mini Nilla wafers, $4.58. I paid $1.49, and so I saved $3.09 on just a little box of cookies. All right, now I have bought this before, and it is, I can't tell the difference between it and Velveeta. This is Melts Cheesy, and it is by Walnut Creek. I really like, I don't know if you can see that, I really like the Walnut Creek brand of things that this little Mennonite store carries. And this Melts Cheesy is, I'm not a big Velveeta fan. However, for making cheese dips and things like that, it is good for that, and it's good. I'm more of a sharp cheddar girl myself, but I will eat this in like a grilled cheese sandwich or something like that. But I found this for $5.99, and the normal price didn't save a whole lot, saved 50 cents. Normally it would be $6.49. Now sometimes you can find Velveeta for $5.99, $5.98. So if you can catch it on sale, you can catch Velveeta. But I'm telling you, I can't tell the difference between this and Velveeta, so it really doesn't matter to me. But I paid $5.99, so I've saved 50 cents on this box of cheese. And this store haul kind of looks like I just didn't grab anything but a bunch of junk. But, you know, it's stuff that I like and we like. And so a lot of these things that I grab are things to restock holes that have come up in the pantry, or I've used one bag or box or whatever can, and I'm replenishing that. And this is one of the examples of that. This is it's the Nestle's Whipper Mix Dark Chocolate flavor, and it's a hot cocoa mix, and it's a big old bag of cocoa mix. I've showed this before. It's 2 pounds, and it's really good flavor. And what I do with it, you know, you can make, of course, hot chocolate from it, which we do in the wintertime, but what I do with it is usually a cup of coffee a day. I will, as I'm flavoring up my kid coffee, I will put a spoon of this in there and kind of have a mocha coffee thing going on. But $6.99 is what I paid for this, and the normal price, now the normal price has went up because the last time I showed this on one of my shopping hauls, it was like 19 something was the price that I found it at. Today it was 21, so you can see that it's went up almost $2 for this same package of stuff. But I paid $6.99. It hadn't went up at the Benton Dent, but this was the last one that I seen, so I may not be getting any more because I'm not paying $21 for something to put in my coffee. $6.99, so I saved $14.01. Not a bad savings there. Now this is another one of those things I didn't have to have, but it is also good. It's good in coffee. It would be good, I'm telling you, if you had those little Nilla wafers that I had and you use this for a dip, graham crackers, something like that. If you had company and you wanted to slap this in a bowl with some cookies and fruit and that sort of thing around it, this would be a great dip, and it's Frederick's Classic S'mores dessert topping. You can use it on ice cream. That would be good too. You could use it kind of like a ganache or something on a dessert. But again, if you want to just smack it in a bowl and surround it with some fruit or cookies or whatever, I think it would be really good for serving company. But this little jar, 99 cents, normally $5.99. So saved $5 on this little jar. It's got a really good flavor. I bought this, and can't remember what the other flavor was that I bought last time, but it was really good. The s'mores were the only ones that were left this time, and I got one more jar. I didn't figure I needed to have a whole lot of this stuff around because then it's really tempting. So no, just got one today. I have told y'all before, I am a cheese girl, so any type of cheese that I come across that I think's a good deal, I will grab it up. And this is, normally I prefer, you know, the cheeses that are in the deli and that sort of thing, but you know, this type of cheese is not bad to have around. Again, this is kind of like the Parmesan. This is the Romano cheese, and it is how much is in it? A pound, and I paid $3.99 for a pound of grated Romano cheese, and it would normally be $10.99. So $7 saved just on this pack of cheese, and you know, that can be used in a lot of different dishes. So that is not a bad deal at all. Now this one, I want to use this thing as an example. I like cranberry juice. I just like the flavor of cranberry juice. But cranberry juice is also great if you are prone to UTIs. It is great for that. And so it kind of does double duty around our household. But Ocean Spray, it's Ocean Spray brand, and it's the Diet 5, which means in I think it's 8 ounces. Yeah, an 8-ounce cup is 5 calories. It's because it has an artificial sweetener in it instead of sugar. But it's good cranberry juice. But you see this jug, that jug's not made that way. Even though both the jugs that I got look like this, something apparently heavy was set on top of it, and just kind of all the jugs that were there were mashed like this. But I checked, the seals are not broken, the seals are all still intact, there is no leaks, there's no punctures, there's no damage to the integrity of this jug. This jug is fine. When I go to open it, I'm going to have to be very careful and do it over the sink, because I'm probably going to make a mess unless I can get my husband to somehow straighten it up. But don't overlook things like this just because they may not look pretty. It's still usable. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the integrity of this jug. It's still perfectly intact and fine. I paid $1.49 per jug. I got 2 of these jugs, paid $1.49. Normally they're $3.36 a piece. And so for both of them, I saved $3.74. And that's a really good price on something that we will use not only for refreshments, but potentially medicinal. All right, I found 2 more little bags of white lily flour at the Bent Dent today. And white lily, I really like it when I'm making homemade breads, because it lends a lighter texture to my baked goods. So I really like white lily flour. And these are smaller bags. These are 2-pound bags. Normally, if you see them at the store, they're usually 5-pound, but these were little 2-pound bags, and they're made from soft winter wheat. And so it's just a good light texture. Now it is self-rising. So if you don't like self-rising flour, if you want to add your own rising in it, you probably don't want this. This is self-rising, but I don't mind it. And sometimes if I bake something and the self-rising, I don't quite get the rising from it that I would like, then next time I make some, I just add some of my own. And if I'm not sure, just add some of my own anyway. But anyway, this white lily 2-pound bag, 79 cents. I got 2 of them. Now, it was hard to find the white lily in a 2-pound bag, but I did find the equivalent for $4.50. So for the 2 of them, I saved $2.92. And the next thing that I had, other than I just made a mess with flour, the next thing that I found was Dynasty hoisin sauce. Hoisin. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Can somebody tell me down below how you would phonetically pronounce that? Anyway, I know it's good sauce because I like the flavor of it, and I love Asian cuisine. I just everything about it. That, and I also love all types of Indian food, curries, and I just like cultural foods. It doesn't matter to me what it is. I grew up Southern where everything was fried, so I'm good with that. And pretty much any other cultural food, I'm good with that too. So anyway, however you pronounce this is a good sauce. And I paid 79 cents for it. The store, $4.79. So $4 saved on the 7-ounce bottle of hoisin sauce. I know I'm just butchering that all to pieces, but anyway, I saved $4 on it. And I'm getting down to the last few items. You're probably going, woohoo. Now, seems like several of these things I've showed you today have been like these huge, humongous containers, and this one is no different. It's 56.3 ounces, big old jug. And if you have not seen this before, it's like powdered milk, and it is you can use it for children if you've got little ones and you need milk products, and maybe you don't have a way of refrigerating. This is good for, you can make up a milk beverage for them to drink right from this. It's powdered. It mixes up super easy. That's what impresses me about it, is how easily it mixes up. And as I've told you before, not only do I use it if a recipe calls for milk, I use it in my coffee. This is what I use for coffee creamer. And but the containers I had been getting here a while back, I was getting smaller containers and they were $2.99, but this big old bad boy here, 56 ounces, I paid $9.99 for it, and the price that I found for it online, $24.49. So I saved $14.50. So not a bad savings there. And something that we like around this house that I try to not keep too many of, because yeah, we both really like Ritz crackers. But Ritz crackers are great we like, especially when it's the heat of summer or we've got a lot of work to do. Sometimes supper may be, or even lunch, maybe Ritz crackers and summer sausage, or Ritz crackers and cheese, or Ritz crackers and peanut butter. But I picked up some Ritz crackers today. These were $1.49, paid $1.49 for this box, and regular price $3.85. So far, I picked up 2 boxes, so for those 2 boxes, I saved $4.72. And the last things that I bought, these are, it's both Old El Paso, but like I said, I love cultural food, and so love Mexican food. So this is where another saga of where me and my husband are so different. He loves soft tacos. He loves flour tacos, and I can make flour tacos, but I like the crunch of, I like flour tacos. Tortillas, not tacos. I love flour tortillas, and I'll eat anything rolled up in a tortilla. I've told you that before. But I also like the crunchy corn, the taco shells. I love them things. And so I got 2 different kinds. These are the Old El Paso extra large super stuffer taco shells. So apparently you can get some big old bunch of stuff off in these, which sounds pretty darn good to me, so that's okay. And it says it's made with 3 ingredients. It's made with corn, corn flour, palm oil, and salt. So 3 ingredients make up these, and so doesn't sound like anything too unhealthy, but there you go. And I also picked up, it's a taco dinner kit, and it's called Stand and Stuff. Now, I've used these before. I really don't like them because they're pretty dang wide, and even though I've got a big mouth, they're a little difficult to chew on. But anyway, these come with the shells. They have a taco sauce in them and a seasoning mix, kind of like, even if I use their seasoning mix, I'll throw in some of my own stuff. And sometimes I'll throw away the seasoning mix and use my own stuff. But anyway, there's 10 shells in this as well. And both of these together, they were 2 for $99. So I picked up these because, there's 10 taco shells in each one of these. So me and my husband will get several meals out of just one box. So with 2 boxes, that's a very good deal. And so 2 for $99, and I found that when I was pricing them, and I didn't mark which box was which, but one box of those were $2.18 regular price, and one box was $3.18 regular price, and I paid 99 cents for both of them, so I saved $4.37. So, how much did I spend altogether? Drum roll. I saved $121.38. $121.38. As I've said on here before, you know, you're not going to get rich just doing this once or twice. But if you are committed to looking for your deals, keeping your eyes open, talking to people, asking others where they get their best prices for things, and just being willing to try new things, expand your horizons when it comes to foods. And not only foods, sometimes in these hauls, it's not just all foods. It could be cleaning products, it could be household products. So be willing to try different things, because sometimes you may really surprise yourself and find out that you now have a new favorite something. So I will get off of here because I have kept you long enough and I've got things to do. But I just wanted to catch you up on my midweek grocery haul. It's been a short week, but already seems very long. So I can't talk. I need a nap. I'm going to leave you now. Hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon. I love y'all. Mountain Patriot Homestead, signing out.